All right, hello everybody. So what I'm looking at here is I am looking at Newsum. Newsum is a website that I've used in the past to help teach media literacy and kind of understanding First Amendment rights. As a social studies teacher, I think this is some pretty important stuff for kids to know. And so all you need to do is you can click sign in or log in. I'm going to go ahead and click log in here, and I will type in my password. Let's see if I remember my password for this. That's oh. Email was wrong. All right. There we go. So this is basically what it looks like. And you can go through and you can look at different things here. You can go in and say, okay, you want to look at specific classes and training. And there's different things that you can look at. Is media fair? How to see if what you're looking at is fair on the campaign trail. Can you say that in schools? We did this one with my seventh graders. One time talked about court cases that debate freedom of speech in schools, and walked through it with them on the different things that you can do. So this was the idea of looking at that. And you can download these lesson plans here, download them in a Word doc. You can find the Common Core standards, what this lesson is available for in there as well. So this is kind of a fun thing for the students to kind of go through. And when you look at this one here, this one is you set a time for it. And so you say, okay, you want to book the class, and you can book it and then bring the class in when the class offered. And it's a class that's offered for teachers to kind of use. So that's one of the more kind of just neat things about it is the ed classes and trainings. You can also go into the collections, and here you can look at they've got different things that are talking about freedom of speech, decoding elections, talking about process, persuasion, participation, stuff like that, media literacy pack. So these are just different ideas that you can kind of look at and talk about inside your classes as well. You can go over here and you can look at news, and this will have different videos talking about different things that are coming up. So, this is showing 20 of over 1,800 different 1,800 different artifacts that you can go in and look at, and just kind of an interesting look. I think the one that I saw was, like looking at Pokemon Go. So you can look at the artifact and it will talk about the phenomenon of Pokemon Go, and just kind of reading about it for the students to kind of look at. talking about where it all is. And students can come in here and you can link this to them and they can read and find out more about the game. This kind of gives you an overview of it. Again, lesson plans, training. You can go into news. This is just updating you on stuff that they're doing for the site. And so that's basically what Newsum is, and it's nice. Like it's one of those kind of cool, just needed literacy classes, something that students really should have and be able to look at. And you can, again, look through these lesson plans if you want to look at them. You know, is true threats are venting, and you bring up a lesson plan here and talks about when is something they say on Facebook, is that an actual threat or is that venting? Have the students look at that. Talk about this right here is this rebel prom dress, where girl, she wears a prom dress has rebel flag on it. You know, is that acceptable? Is it not? You can print that out and hand these out to students and talk about what that means to them. So just a kind of an interesting site that you guys can go in and look at. And I've used it, like I said, a couple times. I've not had to pay for anything that I've used it for. So there might be things you need to pay for, but as far as I can tell, you don't. So thank you very much for this one.